Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCalSabre here. How are you all doing today? Thanks for stopping by. And this is going to be this is a live review of the multiplayer board games I played in 2023, and I will rank the ones that I had the most fun with. They're all good, but I'm going to give you a slideshow. I'm going to tell you which ones I played. Then I'll count down the ones that I had the most fun with, and maybe you might like it too, and maybe you won't. So here we go. Let's get the slideshow going here. Let me see if I can get this doing without a lot of problems today. All right, but I didn't want to do it in that mode there. See if I can do another mode there. It makes it a little bit easier, bigger for you. There you go. Let's get me down little. You don't need to see me a lot. Much. Okay, so this is the, like it says, the 2023 top multiplayer board games that I played. It's player games that I played. And so here we go with the review of the ones I played. Okay, we'll go left to the right, left to right, top to bottom. Okay, first one is Boone Lake. This showed up on my solo play one too. I did play it 3 players. It's an economic exploration game, and you track movement and tile placement. A lot of fun. Alexander Pfister, one of my favorite designers nowadays for multiplayer games. It is. Then over on the right, there was a Kickstarter, The Castles of Burgundy, the Royal Collector's Edition. 1 to 5 players. I did get it in the 5. We got a 5-player game in on it. There was a puzzle. I didn't do very good on it. I don't do very good on puzzles anyway. There's pattern building, set collections, and tile placements, and it's like the king has called you, and you all these different builders, and you got to build the best kingdom or castle, I guess it is. Then on the bottom left, the 2023 game, 1 to 4 players. I got a 3-player game on it. It's Cosmoctopus. This is a fantasy game, as you can see. That's the picture of that pink octopus. He's called the Great Inky One in the game. It's an area movement and open card drafting. It's a pretty fun game. It's not hard to learn. I picked it up specifically as I knew my family would like it, and I knew my 10-year-old granddaughter would be able to catch on to this fairly easily, and she did. She did okay with it. Then another 2023 game that I played, and I did get a 3-player game in. It's a 1 to 5 player games, Earth. Now, this one's got a lot going on. This one takes a little bit to learn. It's a card game, hand management, and tile placements. So you're trying to build the biggest tableau that you got with the most, what they call, I don't forget what they're calling now. Yeah, anyway, the most ways of earning VPs, for lack of better words. Okay, so that was the first 4 that I have on this list today. Let's go down to the next one. I think I got 12 on here. Okay, 2022 game, Encyclopedia. It's a 1 to 4 player game. I did play it solo, but I did get a 2-player game in. It's exploration, set collection, and worker placement. There's a fair amount of stuff going on with it. When we did play it, I realized afterwards that we were playing a rule poorly. So one of these days, we're going to try and get it back on the table again and give it another go. I liked it from the time I picked it up, but we didn't play it. I didn't catch the rule problem when we were playing it. Okay, then here's an old one, 2013. This is the Firefly, the game. I know you can't hardly see that because of the StreamYard thing, but it is Firefly, the game in the black box. 1 to 4 players. I did get a 4-player game in this year. You know, it's a science fiction, exploration, area movement, and pick up and deliver. A lot of fun. I have played this. This has managed to get on my table several times over the last couple of years. So a lot of people kind of like this one. Bottom left, 2018 Nemesis. 1 to 5 players. Got in a 4-player game this year. And it's a sci-fi and horror. And it's a hand management. Then there's traders in the game and player eliminations. So there's a lot going on there besides trying to survive the monsters. You're trying to figure out what's the best plan for you to take to try to survive, because you know somebody's going to try to mess things up sometime. Then a 2015 game I don't own, but was brought over for one of the game nights. It's a 2 to 4 player game, Raiders of the North Sea. It's medieval and worker placement and hand management. It was fun. I didn't do all that well on it, but I had fun. And it's part of the trilogy with the Paladins of the West Kingdom, and I forget what the other one is on it. Their first trilogy for that company. They're already got another trilogy out after that one. Okay, so here we go. Okay, top left, 2022. Ready, set, bet. This is a 2 to 9 player game. And just 13 players. Now, how did you do that? Well, during the marathon that we held in November, we held 4-player races. Okay, and then the player that earned the most money in each race then made it to the finals. And then the finals, and each game consists of 3 races. So 4 players would do 3 races. The person that won the most games would make it to the finals. And that's how we did. It's a party game, a lot of fun. Everybody was getting fired up about it. It's got some good reviews out there on YouTube too, so check it out. It's real-time racing, dice rolling, betting, and bluffing. Fun game. Then over here on the right, we got Scythe, a 2018 game. It's a 1 to 5 player game. And we did get it in for a 4-player game. Sci-fi, economic, in this territory building, grid movement, and take that, because there is a little bit of combat on there. This was put out by Stonemeyer Games in 2018, and it still ranks pretty high, I believe, on Board Game Geek, but don't take my word on that. Check it out. Then on the bottom left, 2023, it's a 2 to 4 player cooperative game, Stranger Things, and we got a 3-player game in during the marathon. It's horror and it's cooperative, and we had fun, and we got beat. Okay, this is a Stranger Things upside down world. We played season 1. There's 2 seasons that come with this one in the box, and it's cooperative. And then on the right, 2022 Kickstarter that came in, 2 to 5 players, Wonderland's War. This is where all the characters came back to Wonderland and found everything in chaos, and then there's a war going on, and you got to try to do your best to survive and earn the most VPs. It's 2 to 5 players. It's fantasy. We did get a 5-player game in on that. I didn't put that in there, but we did get a 5-player game in on it twice. Okay, and it's deck and bag building, area influence, and open drafting. It's a lot of fun. Okay, and so here we go. What's the next one going to be? The next one is going to say, all right, here we go. I'm going to count down the top 5 multiplayer games that I had the most fun with. Not that they were better games than the other ones. I had fun with all of them, but these were the ones that I had the most fun with. Okay, at number 5, Stranger Things, Upside Down. Yeah, that was fun. The three of us had it. We were laughing, and when we got beat, we actually laughed because we got beat. It was pretty dumb, pretty crazy how we got beat. But this one's pretty cool. So not hard to learn. Check it out with your family, especially if they like the IP on Netflix, Stranger Things. Still waiting for that next season to come. All right, let's get to number 4, Nemesis. I did it in 2023. I played it in 2022. I think in 2021 also. I played it. This has made it to my table several times. This is really a good game by Awakening Realms. And, there's a lot of strategy, a lot of luck, but, combine them all. I had fun every time I played. Didn't win on this. Oh, I did win one time on this one. That is correct. I did win on this one. I was the only one that escaped in the escape pod satisfactorily. So I did win this one time. All right, that's Nemesis, number 4. My number 4. Okay, number 3. My number 3 is Earth from Inside Up Games. I talked about that one. A lot going on with it. There was one night my grandson and I were over, and we were just looking at reviews on Board Game Arena. and we started reading the reviews on Earth, and we said, "Oh boy, look at all these good reviews and the words they got from that." We said, "Let's try it out." So I ordered it. We tried it out. We like it. Great game. Very good. A lot of fun. It's kind of crazy how, the last time we played it with 3 different players, and all 3 players went in different directions as far as building their tableau. And of course, my grandson whipped our butts. I gave him a second that time, but my grandson, as he normally does, whipped our butts. Him and AJ have been winning for the last 6 or 8 months. All right, number 2 that I had the most fun with in 2023 is Ready, Set, Bet. Man, if you got a family that likes to play games and have a lot of fun, and you get people together, pick this up. I really recommend this AEG. This is a really fun game. Got the horse racing going. We got a couple people on there coming in. I'll do a little bit of review. This was what I was doing here. Oh, they jumped back out of there. So we won't go. I was going to do a quick review for them. All right. I will do a quick review before I shut this down. Okay. And whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching it at, later the recording, please go down there and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. It all helps the channel grow. Okay. Then the game that I had the most fun with in 2023 was Wonderland's War. This game, we have a 4-person game group that meets once a month, and we all take turns picking the game. Well, it was my turn. I picked Wonderland's War. Okay. And then it went to AJ's turn. And then when it got to Enrique's turn, he picked AJ's War again. He liked it so much. We were all happy to play it again the second time. And then they announced a Kickstarter for the shards, which makes the game even more crazy. We haven't played it yet. They just came in a week or so ago. And so we'll have to check that out. So what they did, I'm going to do that quick review here. I'm going to go back to the beginning of the slideshow. This was the top 23 multiplayer games that I played in 2023. And these are the 5 that I had the most fun with. Not that they were better games, that I had the most fun with. Stranger Things Upside Down, number 5. Number 4, Nemesis. Number 3, Earth. Number 2, Ready, Set, Bet. And the one I had the most fun with, number 1 last year, was Wonderland's War. Well, like everybody, let me get this going here. I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by, for checking the video out. This is SoCalSabre saying take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.